Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We bring you stories of faith, love, and devotion. Yeah, just kidding, please help us grow by hitting that like button. Now on to the story. Divorce and Cult. I know that title sounds insane, but this is sadly my reality. I'm 35, my wife 35, no children. How this all started: in February 2021 my wife met new friend 31F online at some site for volunteer work. First few weeks nothing strange happened. She was online a lot talking with this friend. Then in mid-April she scheduled meeting with this friend. When she told me I disagreed with this meeting because COVID restriction in our city, she didn't listen to me and still went to this meeting. She was there 3 to 4 hours. When she returned, she have some promotional material of some group that this friend is member of. She showed me few of this. I read some of them and jokingly said that this sounds like a cult. She brushed my comment and we spent evening watching TV. June 2021 first incident: I got call from our doctor about vaccine and we schedule appointments for my wife and me. When she returned from work I told her about vaccine and our scheduled appointments, and this triggered our first fight. She went ballistic as soon as I mentioned vaccine. She was screaming at me that vaccine are not natural, that they are devil's work, branding of the people, and that she would rather die than take the vaccine, and if I take the vaccine she will have to rethink everything with me because I will become tainted. I said that I will get vaccine and that she sounds crazy. She sleep that night in the guest room. Few days later I went to an appointment and got a vaccine. After this she moved permanently to the guest room and any kind of physical contact between us stopped. August 2021 second incident: by August she became completely cold toward me. Every time that she spoke with me she preached about her new religion. She completely changed her personality, wardrobe, and ditched all her friends outside the religion. Some of her friends were her friends for more than 20 years. I spoke with her parents and they were completely horrified with this sudden change in their daughter. They tried to speak with her but she didn't want to hear them. I tries to speak with her on many occasions but she didn't want to hear what I have to say. More than once she told me, "You don't think with your head, you are tainted." When I asked what tainted means she couldn't give me straight answer. Few days later she approached me and told me that from this month between 15 to 40% of her paycheck will go to church. We have more than we need. I was uncomfortable with this, so I opened another account only for me and sent all my future paychecks to this account. December 2021 final incident: early December I come home from the work. My wife was in living room with 3 more women. When I get in she greeted me and told me we need to talk. One of the women said to me, "If you want to save your marriage, your wife has few condition that you must accept or your marriage is over." I told her that I will speak with my wife about this, not her. My wife said that they are her sisters and everything that they say are her words. Then women proceed to give list of demands. I must remove all women models from my Instagram. I can't do this because my Insta is a working account and any time that I want to post something I must ask PR for permission. I rarely use it. It's mostly controlled by the PR department where I work as editor in a fashion magazine. No contact with any women, private or working. Again, this is impossible to do. 85% of my employees are women. If I can't agree with the first 2 demands I must quit my job. I won't quit my job. I have worked hard for the last 15 years to get to this position, and 2 years ago I bought 25% of ownership of a magazine. I must join the church because until I join, me and my wife are not married in the eyes of their community. No way in hell. When she finished I told them to aim for the divorce. They said okay. My wife packed her stuff and went with them to the house that the church owns. Any advice? Thoughts? Has something like this happened to anyone? I apologize for grammar and spelling. English is not my native language. Get a really good divorce attorney. My aunt was convinced to join a cult and she cut all of us from her life. She would occasionally write us a letter trying to convince us to join her as she was saved and we were not. She gave all her worldly assets to the cult: money, jewelry, property, etc. She worked the cult farm for years until she couldn't. Then one day some representatives of the cult told her she needed care beyond what they could provide. that she needed to leave for the good of the organization. So my aunt returned to her much neglected farm. Protect what you have worked so hard to build up. This cult may be after your wife and your assets. I have a good attorney who is lucky because we have a prenup, so my most important assets are protected shares in a magazine. She would get a house and half of our money, but I'm okay with that. You're wrong. The church will get your house and half your money. That's probably why they even have a house that she can move into. You can talk to the church and offer them money if your wife waives all claims on any of your assets. Just offer it directly to them. Chances are they will accept it and your wife will agree, because at this point she doesn't really have control of her thoughts. If you wanted to, you could work hard to free your wife from the cult. That's a lot of work. Does your country have anyone that deals with cults? Anything you could file? I agree. The cult is getting whatever your wife gets, and that's probably why they targeted her. Don't until and unless they come for assets. Don't do anything without your attorney. Op and Op's wife is not a child, she has chosen her path. By offering anything to them, you will be opening door for them, or at the very least giving them idea for these scams. Honestly, what if your wife was targeted because of your position and the money you make, if you are making quite a bit? If half of everything the divorce goes through, maybe they converted her to convince her to divorce you and get a boost of income and resources for their operation and get closer to their end game, whatever the end game is. I know I'm thinking in cinematics, but it helps me think ahead with a big picture perspective. I'm sorry, and I know this is your life and it's actually a thing you're going through. Hope things work out, and maybe even you can free her mind. I will save this post to keep up with updates if there are any. Edit: I had to fix a couple sentences. Only advice is to meet with an attorney now to start the divorce process. Please make an appointment now and listen to their advice over what anyone posts here. I already filed for divorce. We had a mandatory session of marriage counseling. Even the therapist said that I should divorce. She is too deep in the cult we have heard about in 2 weeks. Good job to you for doing the right thing. Keep following your attorney's advice and see a therapist by yourself if you can afford it. Good luck, and thankfully you have no children. Story 2. I 30M found out my fiancé 30F has been cheating with a married friend 32M. I'll call my friend Jeff and his wife Maria 30F. And I'll call my fiancé Anne. Jeff, Maria and Anne are childhood friends. Just for context, my fiancée is on vacation and she has been staying in Europe with her family. Anne's family also invited Jeff's family since their parents are close friends. I didn't mind her taking some time off and enjoying her vacation. She has told me that Jeff is like a brother to her. I couldn't join her personally because of the workload. It has been 3 weeks since she left. We've been only texting and calling a few times. She's sent me pictures and videos, and I was happy that she is enjoying the vacation. Yesterday Maria came to my house drunk and sobbing. She was talking about dying and suicide. I got confused and scared for her well-being. And she broke the news that Jeff and Anne are having an affair. She was suspicious of Jeff for months. But she only found out a month ago, so I asked why she didn't tell me. She said that she was only suspicious and had no evidence, and she wasn't sure if she should have told me as it could hurt my relationship. We discussed everything last night till the morning. She bought an Android phone to download all of the Snapchat and Instagram data of Jeff. Anne was sexting him, sending him nudes and dirty messages. And they planned to meet up soon, and he wanted to duck her brains out. This text that I saw was from February 5, 2022. There were so many more. The last text I saw was from 3rd April. They were planning to meet in some restaurant and go for a movie, and now I was thinking this was their date. I am heartbroken. I haven't really cried in years, but this made me. I was also angry. I wanted to call her and say unthinkable things. Maria suggested we take revenge on them right then. I refused. I know she was angry too. I told her you'd be a cheater like them if you go down that path. She wanted to get wasted. I asked her to get some rest and we'll discuss things tomorrow. I let her stay in the night as she was too drunk to leave. We shared our social media IDs. She told me to make a different one so no one can keep tap on that. And today we are meeting for lunch to discuss our partners. I can't process it. I can't believe that she would do that. She is the nicest and sweetest person. And she would betray me and lie to me. My question is, should I confront the call or wait for her to come? Because I can be patient for a few more weeks. What should I do now? Edit: I have reconsidered a few things. Changing the locks today instead of Tuesday. Calling my parents and telling them about it. Calling Anne after changing the lock. And telling her to leave. He's like a brother, oh boy. Well, at least you get to see the real person before you get married. Maria is worse off. I suggest you get busy to separate your lives so when she returns you can be done with her. I also suggest you go public, at least to close friends and families. The confrontation might be good for your psyche, or maybe not. It's not that important. She and Jeff have for the time being ruined 4 lives and disrupted both families. They deserve what is coming. If you want to disrupt the vacation, then send a vague message that you found something and the wedding is on hold/off and we will talk when you get home. Then don't answer your phone/MSGS. I should have thought of this earlier. Maria is a smart woman. I hope she makes the right decisions, and as I promised her yesterday, I will try to help her as much as possible. No, I will let her enjoy her vacation. She was overworking herself these few months. I'll keep the act until she gets back home. Well, the wedding is off. Not anymore. I don't want her to get suspicious just yet. So I'll keep answering her calls. Was she working hard? Or was she sleeping with her friend while pretending to still be at work? She was working hard. I understand trying to keep things civil, but this is just stupid. Why are you waiting to let her know that you know? So she can enjoy cheating on you a while longer? Oh darling. She wasn't at work. I would send her the eviction notice now, or you'll have to spend another 30 days with her under your roof. The earlier you start the clock on that, the better. That's weak, dude. Don't be a nice guy. She was overworking herself, alright. Get on it and don't look back. Acting like an asshole towards her won't solve it either. So this is the better way. You don't need to act like an asshole, just in your own best interest. Say for example she has 2 weeks of holiday left. You can issue an eviction notice now, and that means you only have to live under the same roof for 2 weeks when she gets back. Wait till she's back and that's an entire month of you having to put up with lies, emotional manipulation, gaslighting, etc. 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 I'm not saying be an asshole. What rubbed me the wrong way is how you keep considering her vacation in your replies. Duck that. Put yourself first. I would ruin her ducking vacation in a heartbeat. I don't know. Spending the rest of her vacation going around and cancelling any wedding plans and getting set up so he's ready to throw her out the second she gets home seems like a pretty good play to me. Ducking vacation is right. Maybe this is why she's ducking Jeff. I mean, I get your point, but let's not blame the victim here. Actually, let's. He has no self-respect. That hurt. Unnecessary. You keep putting her emotions above yourself. She is literally screwing another man right now on this vacation. She doesn't give a shit about you. You think confronting her face to face after she has a nice long relaxing vacation being screwed multiple times by another guy is the good way to go? She's gonna make up every excuse in the book and try to get you to forgive and forget. Send her screenshots. Tell her to please leave you the hell alone and that you will have her stuff in a storage facility if you wanna be a nice guy. Otherwise you are just going to hurt yourself every single day talking to her. She is enjoying laughing at you each and every phone call about how she's getting away with it. Get angry, dude. Have some self-respect. I get you want to be civil, but come on man, grow a pair of balls. The last thing she deserves is your kindness or consideration. She didn't think about yours when she sent those messages and cheated, did she? Nope, she didn't. And you're right. If you have the proof you need, you might as well make that call now. You aren't married and don't have to worry about divorce lawyers. It will also give her time, seeing as she has weeks left of vacation, to figure out other living arrangements. Yes, my thoughts exactly. I want to sort this out peacefully. Nothing about it is going to be peaceful. She's cheated with your childhood friend while you're engaged. I'm confused why your main concern is peace and letting her enjoy her vacation, smiley face. It's her childhood friend. And I'm more concerned about her parents. I don't care anymore if she's on a vacation or not. My friend, you don't owe her anything, just act in your best interest as she's shown you she has been. Everybody is out for blood and I get it. You are being smart by just moving on and avoiding unnecessary drama and pain. Use the time to get your things together and formulate a plan with a clear head. People are saying that you're being weak, but I reckon it's strong. She wasn't peaceful with you, so why do it back? Doing it peacefully will just reinforce that nothing bad will come from her actions other than a peaceful breakup. If you have already paid for the wedding, then make her pay for it. She wasted the money and time. You were betrayed by your closest person. I get that you want everything to be peaceful, but don't expect your ex to want the same thing. Best of luck. She might go batshit crazy over her cheating. It's going to be all your fault. You better record any interaction. If there is any, she will lie. I hope you don't see her. It's not going to end well for you. Send Anne a screenshot of the text you mentioned, and tell her to stay in Europe, and not to come home. Pack her stuff and leave it with her AP, they can sort it out by themselves. What is AP? Yeah, I could say that, but I want to confront her face to face. It's better not to give her any time to think of a good lie. If Maria lets the cat out of the bag, you might not have the luxury of confrontation in the way you hope. Expect a lot of emotions, and she will lie in any case. She knew that there was a possibility of discovery, so she would have a lie ready. Why wait? Do you want her to enjoy her vacation? Start planning for your life without her. I would call her folks and ask if they knew. A fair partner. Oh right. If she thinks of a lie so good that you with proof and everything, better cut off contact with her. It is not going to be that she convinces you to stay, ha 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 ha. TBH, by his whole attitude it looks like he's looking for a reason to stay. Or maybe we underestimated the woman and she has trained this guy very well. That is very obvious here. She has his claws very deep in his brain. He cares so much more for her than he does for himself. I think you should recommend Maria hire an attorney and start divorce proceedings. But I don't feel as if being around her is the healthiest thing for you. I also think both of you should be using the time that your souls are away in the best possible way. For you, while Anne is away, start the process of splitting up. Start cancelling any wedding plans. Divide the finances, joint accounts go 50-50. Find a new place to live, own a home together. Don't leave, just move to sleep in a different room. You own the home, she doesn't. Move her to a separate room and give her notice to evict, 30 to 60 days. Talk to Anne when she gets back. Recommend that Maria begin to do the same. The pettiest that I think Maria should get is to announce on social media that I am beginning the process to divorce my husband because of his infidelity with our best friend. I'm heartbroken but looking forward to not having these terrible people in my life. No names, no nudes, ect. And this is only so that cheaters can't claim they have no idea why Maria would divorce him or try to change the narrative. Thank you for this detailed advice. I have recommended Maria to an attorney. So, you think I should stay away from Maria? We both have separate finances. Yes, I won the house. I will definitely give her a 30 to 45 days notice. I will suggest these things to Maria. Thank you again for the advice. Why are you being so proper, lol? I'd leave her shit on the lawn and turn on the sprinklers until she arrives. I also would ruin her vacation by telling her I know what she's been up to with proof. All is fair in love and war, remember that. You don't owe her shit, especially not your civility. A lot of people here have changed my mind. And I'm on it. We hope that by sharing these stories with interested folks like you, we can help people recognize the signs of a relationship in trouble, and avoid so many of these heartbreaking situations yourselves. Have a good day or night, wherever you are.